Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, CE here. In today's video, I will be going over my Halloween haul part 4, and this is going to consist of primarily my outdoor haul. These are going to be like my blow molds, my inflatables, a couple signs. I've been wanting to put out this video earlier, but the weather has been making it extremely difficult. Last week we had like 3 or 4 days straight of rain. And then one day we went to go do this in the evening and get everything lit up for you all. And a freak storm came along that lasted maybe 30 minutes, long enough just to rain and some crazy wind. So being on the East Coast, it's really hard to decorate outside early for me. I particularly like to decorate the first week of October. I've learned a long time ago that when you start putting out your Halloween decor very early, things get faded and weathered very quickly over the years. And I am in hurricane season. This is hurricane season for the East Coast. So who knows what the weather has in store for us in these crazy times. It was a nice weekend. We got the outdoor decor out, and I wanted to showcase what I picked up for 2025. Now, this won't be a decorating video. Honestly, outdoors, we did our tree so far, which we got these like really cute ghosts from Dollar Tree, and we put them up. But as far as everything else, this was just simply unboxing them, inflating them, lighting them up, so we could get a sneak peek of what they look like before they are actually put out for Halloween. Now, I want to start off with my item, which was one of my earliest purchases. We've been sitting on this since June, like late June, early July. I believe we even got this before the 4th of July. But this is the Big Boy Cracker Barrel Haunted House. And it doesn't even fit in the frame. It's so big. Now, this is 3 feet tall. Now, the biggest drawback to this blow mold, in fact, was the price. At $139, that is a hefty price tag for a new blow mold. And in fact, that's going to vintage territory. We have vintage blow molds that don't even cost that much. But when I first saw this one, I fell in love with it immediately. I knew I wanted it, but the price was scary. It was terrifying at $139 because I don't have a blow mold that's ever cost that much in my collection, let alone a new one. So here's a closer look at the blow mold. We have this beautiful, vibrant purple that does light up very well at night. I will show all my blow molds in lower light to give you an idea of how it illuminates, but it's giving me that 80s, like mid-80s, early 90s nostalgic vibes. Here we have this cute little ghost that's popping out the chimney that's absolutely delighted to haunt this blow mold. And then we have the moon and the bats on the other side that creates some symmetry there. And then we have this scaredy cat peeking out the second story window that's broken, that I feel like Cracker Barrel could have painted those shutters for the price point. And then we have the entryway, the witch standing there with her broom next to her jack-o'-lantern. Here on the back side, you see that it is lit up with 3 C7 bulbs at the base, the top, and here in the middle. They did give you 2 additional replacement bulbs. So here we're going to move to the side of the blow mold. At its thickest points from shutter to shutter, it's almost 11 inches. So it's a very bulky blow mold. This blow mold is a absolute must-have for any blow mold Halloween enthusiast, any collector, because I have a feeling this blow mold isn't going to get any cheaper in the years to come. It's going to be highly sought after. It's definitely a collector's piece. So next up we have Casper. Now this was at Lowe's for 60 bucks, and for the size of him, he's like 2 feet tall. It is a pricey blow mold. I will agree that for the price, I wish he was bigger, but that's primarily licensing. Now when you get actual cartoon characters, of any kind, a lot of that extra money goes to the licensing of getting these blow molds made. So $60 was pricey. I know people, and I agree with that. But I didn't want to pass this one up. I don't have anything Casper Halloween related. So having him in my collection is something new for me. It's exciting to actually see a different cartoon character for a Halloween blow mold item. We usually see a lot of Mickey Mouse and anything kind of related to Disney. But when it comes to Casper, I'm hoping we'll see some more Casper related items in the future. With this being popular, I have a feeling this might re-release, or there might be some variants to come out. I know Casper has some Halloween episodes and cartoon episodes where he's dressed up. I believe there's one of him in like a devil's outfit or like a cape. So it would be really, really neat if they actually made more variants to Casper. Now, this is by Gimme. Here is the bottom. Here's the bottom of Casper, his base. Here's Casper outside. Since he's in like 95% white, he's going to illuminate very well. I love his cutesy little face. He definitely looks like the cartoon character. And I would watch Casper often as a kid, usually before I went to school. Now, he does have 2 light bulbs that attach to this blow mold. One's going to be in the back of his head, and one's going to be like right above his buttocks, below his little pumpkin that he is hiding behind his back. Now, I do wish the pumpkin was front and center, since it is a Halloween blow mold, or I wish he was see-through so you could see him sneaking the pumpkin behind him. I don't know if they did this for licensing issues, or if there is a particular episode where Casper is trying to sneak a pumpkin. If anyone knows that, you can let me know in the comments. So next we have the blow mold by Gimme from At Home, and this is the Halloween Nutcracker. I fell in love with him as soon as I saw him online. He's just different from anything I have in my Halloween collection. And I think as a blow mold, different than anything that's been done prior. We usually get Christmas nutcrackers, but the fact that this is a pumpkin nutcracker, I absolutely had to have him. Now he retailed for $49.99. This was also an early purchase. I was getting this one around the same time as I got the Cracker Barrel one. So it was like late June, very early July. So here we have his classic jack-o'-lantern smile. We have he's just so dapper. His little pumpkin belt buckle, his striped pants. He is narrow at the base. He just looks so dapper and ready to rock and roll. He has the top hat with the cobwebs on it. He's very vibrant at night. He is lit up by 2 C7 light bulbs, one in his jack-o'-lantern and one in his striped pants. So one drawback to this blow mold that I noticed was when we were outside filming it, any slight gust of wind would knock him over. So in my opinion, the base is not wide enough. He's top heavy. So if you're planning on displaying him outdoors, I suggest you keep an eye on the weather or have him strapped down in some way or propped up against maybe heavier decor items that you have displayed outside, because this is a pricey blow mold. At $50, the last thing you want is a gust of wind or a pop-up storm coming out of nowhere, blowing him over and denting him or cracking him. So indoors, I haven't had any problem, but again, even your cats or your dogs, if they brush up against him, could possibly knock him over. So that is just one thing I kind of noticed while I was outside with him. Of course, in the grass, it was a lot worse, but there are stepping stones outside, and I was putting him on there, and I would watch kind of the gust of wind blow him a little bit. Luckily, he didn't fall over on any concrete, but he did fall over several times in some grass. But yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, next up we have the Way to Celebrate. This is Walmart, and this is the Vintage Character Trio. Now, this was $48 and some change, and even though it says the Vintage Character Trio on it, it's definitely a Johanna Parker inspired inflatable. In fact, I really wish Johanna Parker would put out a authentic inflatable, or even better yet, some blow molds. But that's a different story to tell. Now, this is 6 feet wide and is just shy of 4 feet tall. So it's a good size inflatable. And for the cost of a blow mold these days, I think the $48 price point is not that bad. Now, each character head comes with its own zip up for easier inflation, and it comes with one fan to blow up the inflatables. This looks really fantastic, especially on this day where it's a little bit of overcast. These characters are so vibrant and they pop. Like the cat is very vibrant. I love like the neon yellow face, the orange cone hat. It also comes with the collar, the orange collar of the cat. Very, very vibrant. And then we have the Gus copycat. Really, the only things they added to this was the eyebrows of Gus, and then like where the pink rosy cheeks are, those lines above the pink rosy cheeks and underneath the eyes. But he even has his own bow tie, just like Gus. And then we have what I'm gonna call Peekaboo Pumpkin. He has this like black cone hat, and then a very vibrant bright orange face, and then he's got like this cobweb type design collar. It doesn't have the stripes of the cobweb, but it kind of has the outer cutout of a cobweb, if you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't, but that's what it reminded me of. But there they are, all three trio together. Very neat. And then this is that's Dracula. He had to come investigate. Also from Way to Celebrate, we have the Nutcracker Inflatable. This one's 4 foot tall. I could not get this one. This one matches the at-home blow mold perfectly. So it's 4 foot tall. This one was $18. This one is on the smaller scale, but if I have the blow mold, I had to have the inflatable. This inflatable does match the at-home blow mold perfectly. I just wish the belt buckle would stay like flat. It keeps blowing in the wind. But everything from the cobweb hat to the pumpkin belt buckle to the striped pants to a T matches the blow mold. I couldn't pass it up. It only comes with one light inside that illuminates the pumpkin, but not the pants. So you'll see that once it gets dark. I do wish there was 2 bulbs. Alright, so here we have the Fun World Ghostface Scarecrow. I didn't see this online whatsoever. I walked in Walmart, was looking at their Halloween decor, and I saw him sitting on the top shelf, and I was instantly intrigued. I love Ghostface. I love Ghostface. I got my bust in the background there. He is one of my favorite Halloween horror icons. He is 5 foot tall. This is a pricey as well. This was $29 and some change, so like $30. Do I think it's overpriced? Yes. I definitely do now that I have it opened up and put together and assembled. I do think most of the money, again, is going to your licensing. For the most part, he is made out of that like cloth you can find at the dollar store that you can drape over your tablecloths, your curtains, your side tables. It's like that thin gauze type cloth. And then he's got another layer um, underneath that is a little bit thicker, kind of almost like nylon type of fabric. I mean, all that is lightweight so that it can dry easily when it gets rained on. And then, of course, you have the fake hay straws coming out of his arms. He's got posable arms. There are like cotton stuffed that is like over the wire that's posable. So you can kind of move the cotton around a little bit. It gives a little bit, but not all the way. Easy to put together, not complicated. Comes with like 3 metal poles, like aluminum poles or metal poles. And then it comes with like a plasticky rubber stake. Downfall to that is the stake will bend very easily if you're like in a hard ground or if you hit a rock. I do wish the stake was aluminum or metal, a little bit more sturdy. Also, I do recommend making sure that you don't have this staked in the ground and that only. You're going to want to make sure this is tied down at some point, like up against a fence, a pole, if you have it on your porch or maybe your porch railing. This will blow over extremely easy if you just stake it in the ground and leave it. So make sure you have it grounded and tied down. His cape drapes down very easily, so you won't be able to see it if you tie it down to a fence or a porch railing or anything like that. So it's very easily hidden. But again, I don't recommend staking this in the ground and leaving it. Make sure it is tied down to something or it will blow over. It's top heavy. The wind catches his cloak and his arms. He will blow and move forward or blow and move backwards. And that stake in the ground isn't as sturdy as it needs to be. It can give way. It will bend with the weight and pressure of the top half of this ghost face. So but other than that, I think if you love Ghostface and you're willing to throw down the $30 to have a scarecrow of him, it does look very neat once you get it up. So here we have a Marshall's Find. This was $20, and this was actually a Universal Monsters piece. So Frankenstein's monster, very vibrant metal sign. I love him so much. Could not pass up the sign. Oh, and there's Dracula. So we have Frankenstein and Dracula in the same frame. Now, this was a Dollar Tree purchase. I thought I'd throw this in here. This was $7.50. I got it because it says Hocus Pocus on it, and I have 2 twin cats named Hocus Pocus. So when I see that on anything, I'm drawn to it. I will not put this outside. Moisture and water soak up through these like cardboard wood very easily, and they get warped, so don't put those outside. Here we have a ghost, also from Dollar Tree. These were $1.50, like $1.50, and we got 10 of them, and we put them in the tree. This is the only thing so far we've decorated with that is staying, and these are so cheap and give such a great effect. I love the way they blow in the wind. This was an overcast day, and the wind would pick up and die down, pick up and die down. And these just look so fantastic. Now, we did this last year, and last year they had 3 different face variations. This year they only have 2. And then here is everything just kind of together at the end of the video. I wanted you guys to see what the inflatables look like at night and another glimpse of the blow molds at night. I just thought it would be a good way to wrap up this video. I do wish the cat was brighter. I'm not surprised though. Anything dark, of course, blow molds and inflatables, they don't light as well. So I would recommend like a flood lamp or flood light, solar powered, or like runway lights to help
cast some more light towards the black cat when you have it lit up at night. But overall, I think everything is great. As you can see there, the pumpkin's pants on the inflatable don't light up very well, so I wish there was a light bulb near his pants. But then again, that's pretty much it. But so these were all the items that piqued my interest that were outdoor related items. I hope you enjoyed the video. Happy hunting, happy spooky season, and until next time, bye.